Hello everyone. So today we'll be looking into attaching and managing persistent disks to VM instances. Persistent disks are block storage for compute engine VMs, and as the name suggests, because it persists the data on the disk even if the VM instance is terminated or maybe the VM instance is recreated. So the data remains on the disk. So here, as we can see, there is no disk being created. We'll activate our Cloud Shell. So we'll be implementing using the command line interface. First of all, we'll be setting our project and zone. So for that, uh, I've decided the zone to be US Central 1A and just replace the project ID here. Now to create persistent disk, so I've named it as my data disk. Size I've kept it as 10 GB and the type is PD balanced and the zone is US Central 1A. So there can be many types of disks such as standard disk, we have HDD. So these are for cost efficient for sequential read writes. Then we have SSD for high performance intensive workloads. And since we have used balanced here, so balanced is a mix of performance and cost efficiency. So now we need to create a new VM. We can use the existing one also, but here I'm creating a new VM, which is named my VM, and so that I need to attach the disk and the contents with the VM. It's given the internal and external IPs, so the VM is in running status. So one thing we need to keep in mind that the disk zone, the disk which we created, the zone of the disk which we created, and the zone of the VM should be same. So like here also I have mentioned US Central 1A. So here's how we attach the disk. So now we want to mount the disk. So now we are inside the VM and formatting and mounting we need to do .ext4 file and then mounting the disk with the VM. So here's how it is successfully completed. We have successfully mounted the disk. Now if we look at the disks, yeah, so we have now my data disk which we created and which is associated with our VM. So this is how we create persistent disks.